Hey everyone, Miguel Hito of your Cranial Emission Show here. Getting dialed into the show on the interweb and social media, it's a piece of cake. Here's a few ways you can do it. First and foremost, our home base is Spreaker.com. Search the Cranial Emission Show. And on iPhone and Android markets, download the Spreaker app and listen to live or to archive shows right on your phone or tablet. Next, visit our Facebook page under the Cranial Emissions Network, and Twitter @CranialE, YouTube, the Cranial Emissions Show _official. And you can even email us with your questions and comments at thecranialemissionsshow@gmail.com. If you want to be part of the show, you can call in on Friday nights between 7 and 9 Eastern Standard Time at 813-438-6068. Thanks for listening and being part of the growing revolution that is the Cranial Emission Show.
Hello, this is Sancho from the Cranial Emission Show. Our celebrity voices are impersonated by Bang, Caleb, Joe, Jesus, or Miggy. Yes, we keep adding people every time.
Broadcasting from within the Ybormuda Triangle, live from the Lion's Den at 1704 and a half, yes, a half, East 7th Avenue, Ybor City, Florida, it's the Cranial Emission Show. Welcome your hosts, Ben Charles, Caleb Crispy, and Miguel Hito.
What the hell?
Welcome to another edition, folks, of the Cranial Emission Show. Ben Charles, Miguel Hito, the C Squared, Caleb Crispy.
And me, I'm sober.
And a sober Sancho Sanchez.
It's early.
The S Squared, sober Sancho Sanchez. Try
Cubed.
saying that.
Cubed.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, you're right, the S Cubed. Coming to you live from the command center here at the Lion's Den, here in the Ybormuda Triangle of Ybor City, Tampa, Florida, historic Ybor City, minus the Reverend Joey T., who is on vacation right now. Excited about this show. Like I said, live from the Lion's Den. We will be joined very soon here by Brian Lyon, the owner, the purveyor extraordinaire, the cigar counselor of the Lion's Den.
The cigar aficionado.
There you go. Very good, Sancho.
Wow.
Very
He
good.
said aficionado. It's like Jefe, the boss, the cigar boss.
Well, he is.
I'm absolutely loving that, Sancho.
This is a great place to hang out if you're a cigar lover, if you're a craft beer lover, and it's a nice setting here as well. So come on up if you're local here in Tampa. Come on up. What's the address here again?
1704 and a half 7th Avenue in Ybor City, Florida.
There you go.
Actually, Tampa, Florida, technically, but if you want to get all there.
Also, if you like the show, be sure and go and check out cranialemissions.com, our new website, which we're very excited about. We're going to go ahead and start the show. We've got a lot of topics to get into, but we're going to start the show off the way we do every single week, guys, and that is with the beer call.
Dynamite! I'm just jumping different shows.
Well,
Obviously that was Sanford and Son / Jimmy Walker
slash good times, yeah.
Hanging in the chow line, good times.
We need the great Brian Lyon. Hold on just a second here. Hey, Brian. Getting Brian Lyon over here to join us for the beer call.
Oh, no, don't start.
Oh, there
don't
you
start with that shit. Oh,
it never fails when we bring Brian Lyon onto the show, it automatically becomes an explicit show. You notice that?
I express it. I say he's a aficionado. I can't hear him.
Oh, his mic needs to be turned on this way. There you go.
Turn my motherfucking mic up.
Oh, now
there
it's
it goes.
explicit. There we go.
That didn't take long.
And
we are 4 minutes in.
In keeping with tradition, the great Brian Lyon, the owner, purveyor, cigar counselor of the Lion's Den, here with us for the beer call. Miggy, I understand you brought some beers for us to sample in here. I've got some glasses here behind the computer, actually.
Yeah.
When I say glasses, we actually have plastic cups.
And glasses. Which would you prefer?
We'll go with the plastic cups.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So, Miggy, why don't you enlighten us on...
He can't reach it. I can't reach it either.
There you go. I
You
strategic.
put it exactly right behind me.
It was placed
Right in your shoulder blades.
strategically in a spot where he couldn't reach it.
This is for Brian here.
Is this the black IPA?
This is the Vive Black IPA I've been telling you about.
Vive.
Vive.
Now, this is actually from
Spell
ESB,
it.
right?
Vieve. Vive.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I like to drink the Vive.
Country of origin.
Portugal.
Is this a spelling bee contest all of a
yeah.
sudden? Can you use it in a sentence?
Hey, hold on. No, it's a smelling bee.
It's a smelling bee.
Now, Miggy, this is a beer that you guys make over at ESB Brew.
I did help make this one. This is one of my and Bob's.
It actually smells delicious.
It smells delicious.
It's chewable. I like it.
Yeah.
It tastes delicious. The hops aren't super prevalent because the chocolate kind of closed them out a little bit. But this is a beautiful beer, and it's 8.5%.
Is that all?
That is all. Enjoy.
A very smooth, dark beer. You said this was a dark IPA?
This is a black IPA.
Okay, so
Very smooth.
very smooth. And you know what I notice about this is it's got that pungent taste when you make stuff hoppy, but it's not over the top hoppy. It's actually very, very smooth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially in light of the fact that it is 8.5%.
Exactly.
Now-
that chocolate smooths it out very nicely.
Now, for those people out there in the world that are not beer geeks, when you talk about a black IPA, what's the difference between an IPA, a black IPA, and
The regular IPA, you're not going to use dark malts.
Right.
You're going to have sometimes you're going to use some. It all depends on what kind of IPA you're making. You could make a nice sharp IPA in the last minute, in the last part of the brew cycle. What you do is you throw in brown sugar, and
Yeah.
that'll make it really nice and dry. The
Okay.
brown sugar is always going to make your beer dry. It's like brown rock candy sugar. It's
Yeah.
like before they pulverize it and make it look like your regular brown sugar in a bag.
Right.
That's going to give you that dryness and sharpness that you're talking about. So
And that's the thing that I noticed with it is it does have that distinct dry finish to it.
Well, this one here, actually, believe it or not, the dry finish is going to be a little bit more from the malts that we used with it. We used midnight malt. We used some roasted malts, some chocolate malts in there.
That's
So-
what I'm feeling. The almost the cocoa.
Yeah, we
dry
use
cocoa-ness.
You're in love with the cocoa.
We use 90% cocoa powder in this one. It's really, really nice.
So what's interesting about this is that with most cigars, IPAs, or with most IPAs, it kills the taste of your cigar.
Palate wrecker, yeah.
It overworks the palate.
This will pair very well with most cigars.
Absolutely. I'm tasting it and I'm like, wow, it's not overbearing. You could definitely work in a anything from a nice light cigar all the way down to a deep dark Maduro with a lot of Ligero you could work in with this beer. So this is definitely a cigar beer.
Yeah, I agree. It's got like you said, a very smooth beer that's not overly hoppy.
You want more?
And Miggy's helping some other customers here with some beers. Well, that's the thing about this place. You hang out here. It's a casual environment. Everyone's hanging out.
Yes, for me, it's-
Everyone's having a good time, drinking some different beers. It's awesome. Now, tell us about the second beer that you brought for us.
Right.
Do you not have the second
I
one?
don't.
And that was by the way, the guy that just came up was Ryan Smars from the Green Iguana. He's the new GM over at the Green
nice,
Iguana
nice.
downstairs in Ybor. So
Down Nebo City.
right down in Ybor City.
Well, that's a pleasure to meet him. We'll talk to him more after the show, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Be easier than trying to explain myself and everything that I just gave him. Hopefully he'll enjoy it.
Now, while we have Brian Lyon here on the show with us, Brian, I understand that you've got a couple events that
Absolutely.
are near and dear to your heart that you want to promote. So without further ado, my friend.
We because we have such a great history in Tampa Bay and especially in Ybor City in the cigar industry, at one point making some 500 million cigars a year and becoming Cigar City, getting the moniker Cigar City. We celebrate that history every year. So I'm going to be doing a small event, just a very, very small event on September 7th here at the Lion's Den, which is Vicente Martinez Ybor's birthday, September 7th. The party will start that night and roll over into the next day, which is September 8th. So it'll be on a Monday, the 7th, roll over into Tuesday, the 8th. And the reason being is because that's my birthday.
Hey.
It's also Labor Day,
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
that's right.
So we all have the day off.
Absolutely.
I like this.
I won't be around, unfortunately.
No, where are you going to be?
I am going to an M.C. Escher exhibit at the St. Pete Museum of Art, and then I'm going to fireworks at Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens!
Busch Gardens.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn it.
As you get confirmation from behind you.
I'm going to get hung. I forgot. I wasn't listening to her. I was on my phone while she was talking to me about it, and she got ripped of it.
From She Who Must Be Obeyed.
Oh, wait, are you listening? Oh, my God, the speaker's right next to her head.
Oh, my goodness.
Literally right next to her head.
So we've got Vicente Ibor's birthday coming up.
Right.
An event here, also your birthday, which is an even bigger event, my friend.
It's your girth.
Absolutely.
It'll be your girth day, hopefully.
It'll be my girth day.
But-
It's always my girth day every morning.
But another event that's near and dear to your heart,
Yeah,
our
so-
good friend Andy's heart. This is an event that I'm really excited about as well. In November, we've got the Marine 240th birthday event
Absolutely.
that you and Andy are putting together.
And to commemorate the 240th birthday of the Marine Corps, which is November 10th, we're going to be doing our first annual pub crawl in Ybor City to commemorate the Marine Corps birthday.
Oh, cool.
So currently we have the last stop is the Lion's Den, where everyone's going to come and imbibe and smoke some fine cigars.
Now this
But
is going to
before
be a Tuesday night, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. This is going to be a Tuesday night, and it'll cap off. I'm going to hang out here and do a radio little bit for that as well. Obviously, I'd love if you guys can join. If you can't, there's work tomorrow. I get it. I'm going to take the next day off because I know how Marines like to throw down. I know we're going to get hammered.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a late night show. This is going to be an 11 at night till 1 in the morning show.
Ooh.
We're going to end it here.
What
all
day is that?
sloppy drunk, November 10th on a Tuesday. And we have some guests, some military guests planned that we're working on right now.
Yeah.
And what's cool about this event is Brian and Andy are working on putting together some T-shirts for this. And proceeds, any of the profits will go to military veterans that are in need. So this is a really
cool.
good event.
Very cool.
So we've got a couple of other bars that are signed up, and we're trying to get more on board. But needless to say, it's going to be a sloppy ass pub crawl. You got 40, 50. Last year, we have about 40 of us, 40 Marines over at Monkey, and Monkey's going to be on the stop this year too. So you figure if we get 60 of us, maybe 100 of us, we're just going to be shit-faced, and Ybor won't be safe that night. And the reason we're doing it, we're gonna start it, later in the day, and then take it on through the night, because obviously that's November 10th, November 11th. The next day, we've got another holiday. So
Holiday.
So far, we have.
It will be soon. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, Madonna. So
Sorry.
far, we have the Lion's Den and Bad Monkey confirmed as sponsors for this event. The T-shirts that we're working on, I was here Wednesday with the great Brian Lyon and Andy, and we sat with the designer for this. Very cool T-shirts that they're working on. And if you order early, you're not going to get those T-shirts that have that coarse, old-school feeling to them. We're talking about a nice, soft fabric, a
good.
well-made shirt, something that you would actually wear.
Like an American Apparel kind of thing?
Yeah, something that
Yeah.
you'd actually wear a second time instead of
that-
just buying it and then throwing it in a drawer and never wearing
Something
it
that
again.
breathes a little bit. Some of
Yeah.
those shirts, man, are so fucking hot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
well, this will be that distressed cotton. So
Awesome.
so. This is going to be a cool event. Now, and some beer news real quick because we're running out of time here in the segment. We'd like to get into some other beer news. Raleigh, North Carolina, in the news because there is a beer garden trying to set a record for the most.
No, they did.
Well, yeah, they did actually.
they did.
Yeah, for the most taps in a single bar here, they've got.
It's 200 and the actual taps itself. Oh my God, where did it? It's different than what it said before here.
It's actually more than the 200. I'm getting.
Did it change?
Yeah,
it was
it's-
240 something, wasn't it? 222 before. Now it says 300. What the hell's going on
Yeah,
here?
366. I know my stories are moving real slow on here too. I think it's this particular.
Oh no.
article.
Okay, no. Here we go. It's 222 taps from countries around the world, but they have they have 366 beers in total, and then you got an even 12 dozen, 144 showcase North Carolina craft beers on the ground level. So